The Golden State Warriors showed a strong bounce-back performance after their tough loss against the Raptors, and it was refreshing to see them regain control against the Nets. While it was somewhat expected that a team of their caliber would find a way to handle the situation, there was a sense of satisfaction in watching the players execute their game plan with precision and energy. The Nets, although struggling with consistency and draft positioning, presented a challenge that the Warriors navigated without losing their composure. It was evident that everyone on the court contributed to the team's success, and this collective effort reinforced the idea that the Warriors are still a force to be reckoned with, even when facing teams that are in a rebuilding phase or trying out different strategies to secure future draft advantages. Stephen Curry, as always, led the scoring effort, but the coaching staff managed his minutes efficiently, allowing him to contribute 27 points in just 29 minutes, a welcome change after the extended 41-minute performance in overtime against Toronto. This approach not only preserved Curry's stamina, but also opened opportunities for other players to step up and showcase their abilities. The team's shooting efficiency was impressive, surpassing 50% from the field, which has been a challenge during their recent road games. In previous outings, rushed or poorly selected shots had plagued the Warriors, but this game demonstrated improved shot selection and disciplined execution. Maintaining that high level of efficiency is key for the team, especially when looking to sustain momentum through the remaining stretch of the season. Despite the strong overall performance, there were areas that still required attention. The three-point shooting, for instance, was less effective, with the team converting just 30% of attempts from beyond the arc. While everyone on the team took shots from deep, efficiency should always take precedence over volume. Curry, naturally, managed to hit multiple three-point shots, but most other players struggled to make a significant impact from long range. This suggests that the team may benefit from adjusting their offensive approach, mixing mid-range shots or driving opportunities into the paint rather than relying heavily on perimeter attempts. Had the team emphasized smarter shot distribution and closer range scoring, the victory margin could have been even more substantial, turning a solid 13-point win into a dominant 23-point performance. One recurring concern remains the handling of Jonathan Kuminga. He received another DNP, and the inconsistency in his rotation usage continues to be puzzling. From a management and team perspective, it raises questions about how the Warriors plan to integrate him effectively while also preserving his trade value. With the trade moratorium approaching in less than 3 weeks, every game counts as an opportunity to showcase his skills and maintain his appeal for potential trades. Keeping him on the bench without meaningful minutes risks undermining his development and limiting the team's flexibility in future roster adjustments. Kuminga is a young, athletic player capable of making a difference on both ends of the court, particularly as a slasher who can attack the basket and contribute efficiently in mid-range scenarios. The current obsession with three-point shooting has overshadowed the possibilities that players like him bring, and it underscores a broader tactical rigidity that could hinder the team if not addressed in the coming games. The discussion around potential trade targets also adds another layer of intrigue. Nick Claxton's recent performance demonstrated his ability to contribute significantly without dominating the ball, showcasing rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks that made his presence felt throughout the game. Such versatility makes him an attractive asset for a team like the Warriors, especially if high-profile trade targets fail to materialize. Claxton's capacity to impact the game in multiple facets aligns with the Warriors' style and could fill gaps in the current roster, potentially offering the kind of defensive and interior presence that complements Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. This strategy of targeting versatile players who can integrate seamlessly without requiring a primary scoring role reflects a nuanced understanding of roster building and positions the Warriors for both immediate competitiveness and long-term flexibility. In parallel, evaluating players like Cam Thomas highlights the difference between pure scoring output and overall contribution. While he could put points on the board, his impact in terms of playmaking, defense, and efficiency is limited, which diminishes his overall value to the team. Identifying players who can provide consistent and multidimensional contributions remains a priority for Golden State, and it emphasizes the importance of thoughtful roster management over short-term scoring flashes. Strategic trades, supplemented by smart player utilization, can create opportunities to strengthen the roster in ways that go beyond raw statistics, building a more cohesive and adaptable squad capable of responding to varied game situations and opponents. With the team beginning to find its rhythm again, there is a sense of cautious optimism. The Warriors have demonstrated the ability to string together successful performances, and upcoming games present opportunities to solidify momentum. Facing opponents like the Thunder, who have struggled to recover from recent setbacks, provides an opening for the Warriors to capitalize on both tactical adjustments and individual player contributions. The balance between preserving key players, integrating emerging talent, and maintaining efficiency in shooting and defense will define the trajectory of the team in the coming weeks. Maintaining focus, minimizing inconsistencies, and leveraging the strengths of both veterans and younger players are critical to sustaining the competitive edge that has been a hallmark of Golden State over the past decade. The Warriors' journey through these games is as much about strategic execution as it is about player development and team chemistry. Monitoring minutes, optimizing shot selection, and ensuring that young players like Kuminga remain engaged are all interconnected elements that will influence the success of the team. Achieving the right balance between nurturing potential trade assets and keeping the squad competitive on the floor is a delicate task, one that requires careful judgment from both coaching staff and management. The ability to adapt to shifting game dynamics, recognize inefficiencies, and implement corrective measures in real time will ultimately determine whether the Warriors can sustain their high standards and continue to challenge the league's top teams in meaningful ways. In this context, every game becomes a learning experience and an opportunity to refine strategies. From analyzing shot selection and rotational decisions to assessing player contributions and potential trade implications, the Warriors are navigating a complex landscape that demands both tactical awareness and long-term planning. Observing how the team integrates emerging talents while leveraging the strengths of established stars provides insight into the organization's broader vision. It is not only about winning individual games, but also about building a resilient, adaptable roster capable of thriving under diverse conditions. The interplay between efficiency, player utilization, and strategic roster management defines the current phase of Golden State's season, emphasizing the importance of deliberate decision-making and foresight in shaping both immediate outcomes and future opportunities. Looking ahead, the Warriors' upcoming schedule provides a critical opportunity to reinforce their momentum and build confidence heading into the final stretch. The matchup against the Hornets offers a chance for the team to tighten rotations and solidify chemistry, particularly with players who have seen inconsistent minutes. Getting Jonathan Kuminga involved in meaningful game action is essential, not only to showcase his abilities to potential trade partners, but also to help him regain rhythm and confidence. His athleticism, slashing ability, and mid-range shooting could offer a dynamic edge if deployed effectively, and integrating him into the rotation before the trade moratorium ends is crucial for both the team and his own development. The challenge lies in balancing his minutes with the established rhythm of Curry, Thompson, and Green, but even limited action off the bench could yield significant returns if used strategically in key moments. Meanwhile, the performance of role players continues to draw attention, as the team relies on depth to maintain competitiveness and adaptability. Players like Moses Moody, Kevin Looney, and Draymond Green are instrumental not only for their individual skill sets, but also for how they create space and opportunities for the stars to operate. Moody's perimeter defense, Looney's rebounding and paint presence, and Green's court vision and leadership all contribute to a balanced attack, allowing the Warriors to execute both fast break and half-court sets efficiently. The challenge is maintaining consistency across all 5 positions while ensuring that each player is in the best position to maximize impact, especially when facing opponents who have their own rotation and matchup strategies designed to exploit any weaknesses. The ability of the coaching staff to adjust dynamically, make substitutions at the right moments, and maintain defensive integrity is pivotal in sustaining high-level performance across consecutive games. Trade considerations remain a major talking point, particularly with the looming deadline approaching. The Warriors have to weigh potential acquisitions like Nick Claxton or other big men against the immediate needs of the team and long-term vision. Claxton's versatility, ability to defend multiple positions, and overall efficiency make him an attractive target, especially if the team decides to move younger assets like Kuminga to facilitate a trade. Such moves require careful evaluation of both short-term impact and long-term strategic value, ensuring that the team does not sacrifice depth or future flexibility for immediate gains. The decision-making process around trades also involves considering the team's chemistry, fit within the existing rotation, and the potential to integrate new talent without disrupting established patterns that have contributed to recent success. On the offensive side, the Warriors must continue to refine shot selection and ball movement to maintain efficiency. The recent game highlighted the importance of diversifying scoring options beyond three-point attempts, incorporating mid-range shots, cuts to the basket, and high-percentage two-point opportunities. Curry's brilliance allows him to create his own shot, but the supporting cast needs to take advantage of spacing, timing, and defensive attention to maximize scoring efficiency. Over-reliance on perimeter shots can reduce overall effectiveness, especially if other players are unable to convert at a consistent rate. Encouraging smarter shot distribution, moving without the ball, and taking advantage of mismatches will be critical in sustaining offensive flow and creating higher percentage scoring opportunities in future contests. Defensively, the Warriors have shown both strengths and areas for improvement. While Green continues to anchor the defense with his versatility and communication, interior protection, and perimeter rotation need consistent execution. The addition of a player like Claxton or a similarly capable big man could provide the team with better rim protection, rebounding, and defensive versatility, enabling Curry, Thompson, and the perimeter defenders to focus more on pressuring the ball and creating turnovers. Defensive adjustments, communication, and understanding opponent tendencies are all integral to maintaining the Warriors' ability to dictate the pace and flow of games, particularly against teams that exploit defensive lapses or push the tempo aggressively. Another aspect of note is the importance of managing player health and stamina. Curry's minutes management, for instance, has been carefully calibrated to preserve peak performance while balancing the demands of back-to-back games, road trips, and high-intensity matchups. Maintaining this balance for other key players is equally critical, as fatigue or minor injuries can compound over a grueling schedule, impacting both individual performance and team cohesion. Strategic rest, conditioning, and monitoring of player workload are as important as tactical execution, especially for teams aiming to compete at the highest level deep into the season and potentially into the playoffs. The evolution of player roles is also a dynamic aspect of Golden State's current season. Young players like Kuminga, Moody, and other emerging talents need clearly defined responsibilities and meaningful opportunities to contribute. Without consistent minutes, it becomes challenging for them to find rhythm, build confidence, and develop the skill sets necessary to complement the veteran core. Conversely, veteran players need to continue leading by example, maintaining high standards in shooting, defense, and basketball IQ. Balancing the development of youth with the expectations of elite veterans is a delicate equation, requiring constant assessment, flexibility, and strategic planning from the coaching staff. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. Whispers are beginning to circulate around the league that the Golden State Warriors may be on the verge of a seismic change, with growing speculation suggesting that head coach Steve Kerr has been dismissed from his role. While no official confirmation has emerged, multiple sources close to the organization hint at an internal shakeup that could redefine the franchise's immediate future. Kerr has long been synonymous with the Warriors' modern identity, credited with shaping a culture built on ball movement, spacing, and trust. His tenure coincided with an era that transformed the team into a global brand and a perennial contender. That is precisely why the rumors have struck such a nerve across the basketball world. For many observers, the idea of Kerr no longer leading the bench feels almost unthinkable. Yet insiders suggest tensions have been quietly building behind closed doors. According to speculation, the front office has grown increasingly concerned about the team's trajectory and its ability to adapt to a rapidly evolving league. Questions about roster utilization, rotations, and long-term vision are said to have fueled internal debates. While Kerr's track record commands respect, professional sports are often unforgiving, and past success does not always guarantee future patience. Some league executives believe this move, if confirmed, would signal a philosophical reset rather than a reactionary decision. The Warriors may be looking to redefine their competitive window, balancing loyalty to their core identity with the pressure to remain relevant at the highest level. Others argue that Kerr could quickly become one of the most sought-after coaches on the market, given his experience, leadership, and championship pedigree. For now, the story remains wrapped in uncertainty, feeding speculation among fans and analysts alike. Until clarity emerges, the possibility of Steve Kerr's departure stands as one of the most intriguing and dramatic rumors currently hovering over the NBA landscape. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.